Good afternoon, Stitch Roadies. Welcome to a channel about cross stitch. Don't I sound so formal and put together? Well, I'm not. But I did remember that this is a floss tube, and that is about cross stitch. It is looking kind of weird weather. We're still in the middle of summer here, or not the middle, but at least there should be a few. We usually get a nice summer type weather in September, but the last couple days it has looked to me like at the end of winter, end of spring, kind of going into that season. Not like it's supposed to be, but oh well, it's good stitching weather though, and so I'm not going to complain. But it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird. But the weather this year, yeah. Oh, I know that when you, oh look at, there's a little gal running. I wish I could still run like that. Maybe I'd look like that too. Oh yeah. Where was I? I can't remember now. Anywho, I have many things to share with you. First of all, the winner of the gift card from Acorns and Threads, $50 gift card celebrating the Stitch Roadie anniversary. It's just hard for me to believe it has been, 4 years. I mean, Quilt Roadie's been going on forever, it seems like, but yeah, so the winner, okay, you're like, drum roll. The winner of the $50 gift card is Susan Dallenberg. So Susan, if you could please email me your mailing address, and the email link will be in the drop-down box, I would appreciate that. G will also put a flyer at the end to remind everybody who that winner was, so if any of you know her personally, then you can tell her. She's gonna have fun. And especially since Needlework Marketplace online is going on, so a whole bunch of new stuff coming out. With that said, I wanted to share with you the lamp. Many of you have asked about the lamp, and I keep saying it's the Anita Lamp, but I think it's not, I'm not saying it clear enough, so I thought I would just show you the box. And I got this from the Fat Quarter Shop, and so this is it right here. See how pretty it is? Anita Lamp. Now, from what I understand, they also have a floor lamp version. I wanted the tabletop though, and I absolutely love it. I mean, look at that picture. It is lovely, absolutely lovely. And it's a combination of things. Not only is it beautiful, but this glow is so clear, downward pointing onto your piece, that it's perfect. How can I'll say it? It's perfect. Plus it has the magnifier, and there's 2 strengths on this magnifier. So if I'm having a problem, and it's kind of strange because some days I can stitch with just my glasses, some days I need the magnifier, and some days I need to double check on the really strong magnification. But I like that it's adjustable and works great. It has a cell phone holder, and I actually clip with the potato chip clip, a bag clip my chart to the front of my phone, and so it's the perfect height for me to stitch. And it has tray that rotates around, that I have all kind, like pin cushion, snacks. I've got my stress ball that was given to me by my dentist. Yeah. So, Anita Lamp. It's my favorite one. I have been working on, when I went to Snohomish, it's starting to roll off the tongue, to visit Colleen. Cheryl, her sister, they're stitching with the Sisterlies on floss 2. Invited Audrey Stitchy Witch 42 and myself to accompany her to visit her sister in Snohomish, Washington. I decided I'm taking my designated stitch as the only stitch that I was going to take. I took some embroidery projects to work on, but for cross stitch, only the designated stitch, because I wanted to kind of make that leap. And I know many of you have kind of that same mindset. You're always like I have, playing games with myself on how to get things done. So I decided I'm just taking that one, and I worked on it, and I'm going to meet the deadline, which is September 24th. So here's how far I am now. This was a friend, Laura, gave me a kitchen towel that had this quote on it, and there's one more quote down here that's going down here. And I asked Beth Twist of Heartstring Samplery if she could chart a cross-stitch chart for me. So she designed this border, and then also charted out the quotes. And so right now, where you see this right here, I only have 2 more flowers to put in, and then I'm going across right here. And then I'll put the last quote in. So that is definitely, I'm going to meet that deadline for the designated stitch. Now, if you're not familiar, if this is your first time, my way of playing with my mind when it comes to my crafting or stitching is to have a designated stitch, which means that I choose one project. That is the project I stitch on every night. I can do whatever I want during the daytime, but at night I am only stitching on the designated stitch until it's completed. Since I started that earlier this year, it has worked as far as getting a project over the hump. Sometimes we get to a point where we stop, but in my mind, when I make it a designated stitch, I get to relax in the evening. I don't have to make decisions. The chart, the floss, the project are all sitting by my chair that I stitch in the evening. And so it's a totally relaxing time. I don't have to think about it. During the day, I'm making all kinds of choices, but at night, it's chill time. And earlier, the last one was the trees. That had been languishing for 4+ years, and it got done when I made it the designated stitch. So now I'm going to meet the next deadline, which is awesome. It is awesome. I can be my own worst critic, and when I meet those designated stitch deadlines, there's a part of me that starts reparenting myself, saying, "You're doing a good job. Look at you. You got it done. You got it going, girl." So it has many positive aspects to doing it that way. So once this is done, which it should be done this week, I would think, with the amount of stitching I'm doing, I need to preview the next designated stitch. So I kind of went through my pile, and I decided that the next one is going to be Vulcan Calligraphy. And live long and prosper, because this is a gift and I wanted it to be done. And let's see, where am I on it? Oh, that's as far as I am. But Stitchy Witch 42, Audrey, she did it, and she said it wasn't like a long, of course she does Alphonse Mucus, so this one was an easy stitch for her. So that will be, that's going to be the next designated stitch. Yeah. Let's see. Just trying to get myself organized here. Calm myself down. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. One of the stitches that I've been doing that I have been giving a lot of attention to was from the Fat Quarter Shop. And I talked about this before because I never really thought, you know, I'm a linen girl. I like the way it looks. I like the way it's dyed. I love the tiny counts. The tinier, the better. But I also recognize that my eyesight is not the best. When I was young, I was basically blind in my left eye, which is still my worst eye. It's like, I think the last time it was tested, it was 2200 or something like that, but corrected with glasses. And I wear bifocals, good light, magnification. But I decided that I really wanted to do this project because it was sweet. And so Kate from the Fat Quarter Shop sent it to me, and it was in this adorable, adorable bee bag. And it had all kinds of fun things in it. And it was part of the Stitch Quarterly. And so, you know, I had this little, I use this as a thread keep, but it's a design board already finished off. And this is the project. And I struggled because it was on 14 count Aida, and I thought, am I going to do Aida? And then I said, yeah, I am. I'm going to do Aida because the Aida was ever so subtly printed with a honeycomb pattern on the back. You know, and so I thought, I really want to use that for this particular pattern. But as I've been stitching it, I really am loving the circular, let me just show you here, the circular feel to this. And so I've decided I am not going to do this square outside border or these two bees because I want it to be a circle. And so I'm working along on that. Isn't that sweet? I mean, so it could be framed in a hoop, or if I find a round frame. What I didn't realize when I started this was that using Aida intermittently with linen is like going on a vacation. It's so relaxing and not challenging that it's not challenging to my eyesight. The weave is perfection. There's no slubs. All the little things that make sometimes stitching on linen a little bit more of a challenge. Now don't get me wrong, I love my linen. But having a project, I'm just saying this, I said this last time, having a project on Aida is a gift. It is just a gift, and I am enjoying this so much. And this bag is so freaking cute. Yeah, so that was from the Fat Quarter Shop. Yeah. So I've got my bee things. I know I showed you this last time. A friend stitched that bee. Isn't that cute? And my Kohana yellow scissors came in. So that's exactly what I wanted in there. I just love this flowers. Look at that. She is a gem. She is a gem. When I was looking at trying to keep up with my schedule right now, it's been a little bit challenging. Lots of planning going on, lots of activity going on, and I was able to, on the quilting side of my life, get a dorm quilt done for my cousin who's leaving for college, and so I have all these things. September is just crazy. It's just crazy. And it's coming up faster than I can keep up with it. So I decided to look at the month of September and make some choices. So I know that September 17th is the full harvest moon. I kind of like to start stuff on the full moon. The full moons on my calendar that Sandy gave me, my crow calendar, have been so fun to look at what the, and I got out of bed at night to try to see that sturgeon moon, but I didn't have my glasses, and the trees, we just have a whole bunch of trees around us. But I like starting something on the full moon if I get organized enough. And then the first day of fall is the 22nd. Plus we have birthdays and my anniversary. It's just, yeah, and it's going to be busy into October. So I was trying to get organized yesterday, and I was looking at what I like to have a new start. A new start. But I decided, since I seem to be the queen of kit-alongs, I have so many things kitted up, ready to go. Rather than pick something that isn't kitted, for the rest of the year, I'm going to start picking something that is already kitted. So for the first, let's see, what am I going to do here? The full harvest moon, I had this kitted up. All the floss, all the fabric, already on a ring, and I love it. So I am going to be starting this Autumn's Acorn Gathering by Brenda Gervais. Yeah, we all love Brenda Gervais patterns. And then for the first day of fall, this has nothing to do with fall, but it was all kitted up and I want to do it. So that's the only reason I need to do it, is this Tiny Modernist crab dance. Yeah. I actually might take this, I might just go ahead and start this and take it to the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit, pin width. So Acorns and Threads is throwing a party this month at the Embassy Suites in Portland. I am going to be rooming with Stitching with the Sisterlies, both of them. I love them. I love them. And I am excited because Chris Yo, as the Yo flies, is flying into Portland and will be rooming with Audrey Stitchy Witch 42. We are going, it's going to be a party. It's going to be a party. Maybe I'll start this for that, although I hear that the project for this workshop is to die for. So, but I should have something started. So yeah, maybe I'll do that and take it. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. No one's a boss of me. Yeah. And it's a small, and it can go in my ocean room. Crab dance. It's so cute. My oldest son turns 45 in September also. I mean, I remember when my parents were 45, and I thought they were old. Of course, when I was 45, I thought I was hot stuff. That was a long time ago. And even though I felt young, I look at my son, and him being 45 makes me feel old. Yeah, it's hard to believe. It is really hard to believe. Yeah. So first day of fall is the 22nd. Harvest moon is the 17th. We got Penwith coming up. My son's birthday, my anniversary. You get how that is going. And then October, it isn't slowing down, because from the end of September to the beginning of October, G and I are going to be camping. Oh yeah. So we spent a good part of yesterday looking at the route, because he's a cartographer, and so he made a map for me, a map for him, and he drew on the maps to show the different routes we could take and what we want to do. And I said I would really love to go to Shepherd's Bush. I've never been. I've heard much about it. Maybe they'll let me video if I go, although there are many videos out there about Shepherd's Bush. But yeah, I think it'll be a fun thing. And it's just, I mean, we camped for our honeymoon and have been camping ever since. We've had all manner of campers, and the only two things we haven't had are a Class A, which is one of those giant ones, and a fifth wheel. We haven't done the deep dive on either of those, but we just love camping, you know, and I love stitching while I'm camping. And I love to go to a cross-stitch shop while I'm camping. To me, that's a win-win. That's a win-win. So yes, I have so much going on in September, October. It's just going to be a busy, amazing time, and I am grateful for every moment of it. I am very grateful for all of you who hang in there with us floss tubers and listen to us jabber and share your lives with us and encourage us. It means the world. It does mean the world. And I get excited about all the new stuff. I get excited. I am surrounded by project bags. I'm surrounded by project bags. But life is good, and I'm not going to complain about a thing. Life is good. So I hope that's true for you. I hope you're all doing well. You know, I love you guys. You all take care. And don't forget, Susan Dollenberg, you're the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Talk to you later.